Okay, good day, Kasans. In this video, I am going to discuss the sum of arithmetic sequence. So in the past or previous lessons that we have took up inside our V-Smart school, we have learned all about the arithmetic sequence. But now I am going to discuss the sum of arithmetic sequence. But first, let us have an exploring part before we move on with our lesson for today. So let's have this problem here. A conference hall has 20 rows of seats. The first row contains 20 seats. The second row contains 22 seats. And the third row contains 24 seats. And so on. So if you're going to move on the remaining rows of the conference hall up to the 20 row, ilan kaya yun? So, how many sets are there in the last row? So, that is the question. As you can see, this is the pattern or the sequence for our arithmetic terms. We have it in here. So, as what we have discussed on the past lessons, meron tayong ginagamit na formula para makuha yung missing terms for the arithmetic sequence. Okay? So, we're looking for the number of seats on the 20th row. So, anong gagawin natin? We are just going to use now the formula for our arithmetic sequence. And as you can see, we have the values for a sub 1, the value for n, and our common difference. If you can still remember the formula for our arithmetic sequence, it is a sub n, which is a sub n denotes the last term. And for this case, our a sub n is equal to 20. A sub n is equal to the first term added to n minus 1 plus times d, right? Yan. So, yun yung gagamitin nating formula to find the 20th term in the conference hall. Ano yung 20th row? Ilang upuan yun? So, using this formula, we now have this solution over here wherein we just substituted the value of n, which is 20. This is your n. The value of the first term, yung first term natin is 20. And then, the value of n minus 1. And the common difference is 2. Paano ulit natin kukunin yung common difference? You just need to subtract the second term to the first term. So, 22 minus 20, that is 2. Positive 2. 24 minus 22, we have 2. So, again, ito yung ating common difference or D. Next, continuing the process, by following the PEMDAS rule, so eliminate natin yan, magiging 19. 19 times 2, we have 38. 20 plus 38, we have 58. So, on the 20th row, meron tayong 58 chairs. And that is for arithmetic sequence. What if we have this question over here? So, how many sets are there in the conference hall? Balikan natin yung bilang ng upuan. Okay? Ito yung ating first row, second row, and third row. Eh sabi niya dito, meron tayong 20 rows of seat sa loob ng conference hall. So, imagine the work na dapat nating gawin para makuha lang yung number ng 20th row or yung total number ng seats sa loob ng conference hall. Anong gagawin natin? Mag-generate ba tayo ng pattern hanggang 20th term? Hindi ba nakakapagod yun? Luckily, sa ating mathematics, meron tayong ginagamit na formula to get the sum of the arithmetic pattern. So, sabi nga dito, di ba, we have to add all the terms hanggang 20th term. But, it will take us eternity to find all the remaining terms. And, that is a lot of work. So, what are we going to do? Yan. You have now the sum of arithmetic sequence formula. wherein our S sub n here denotes the sum of all terms. So, kung i-add natin lahat ng terms na yon, ito yung kanyang kalalabasan. And of course, a sub 1 is our first term, which is, on our case, we have 20 for the first term. And a sub n denotes the last term. This is a sub 20, which is, ang nakuha natin kanina is 58, right? So, let's proceed to our solution. So, as you can see, our a sub n, this is our a sub n, or a sub 1, the first term, we have 20, and our last term, which is a sub n, is 58. So, let's use the formula to get the sum of the arithmetic sequence. Our formula, again, is the sum of terms, of all terms, is equal to the number of terms over 2 times, or quantity, the sum of the first term and the last term. So, let's have that formula. Okay, so we are looking for the sum of the 20 rows, or the sum of the seats inside the conference hall na merong 20 rows. So, ilang rows ang meron? 20. So, the value of our n now is 20. The first term is 20 again, and the last term is 58. So, evaluating this equation over here, we have 78. 20 divided 2, we have 10. 10 times 78, we have 780. So, imagine yung work na na-save natin by using our formula compared to generating all the terms hanggang 20. Tapos, i-add natin silang lahat. So, again, the formula in getting the sum of an arithmetic sequence is S sub n is equal to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n, wherein a sub n is our last term and S sub n is the sum of all the terms inside the arithmetic sequence. We can only use this pattern, or this formula rather, if our arithmetic sequence is finite. Ay, yung wala na siyang ellipsis na susunod. Kasi paano mo nga naman hahanapin yung end doon kung hindi siya finite?